Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. So I hope you have completed the assignments which I have given in the previous video, that is in the operators video. So in the conditionals video we'll learn much more. So firstly, conditional statements are used to decide the flow of the execution based on different conditions. So if a condition is true, you can perform one action, and if that condition is false, you can perform another action. So it is going to control the flow. So let us try looking into what conditional look like, and let us look into different types of conditions. So the first conditional is if statement. So the syntax of if statement is you're going to write if, and in the braces you're going to write a condition. So if this condition is true, then only this code is going to execute. So let me write one example. So let us take a variable. Yeah, so let us take a variable number equals to 10. So now let me write a code inside this if. So if the number percentile 10 is double equals to 0, then I want to enter into the loop. So I want a statement to be printed, that is the number is divisible by 10. So here what happens is if this number is divisible by 10 and if the output is 0, then I need to enter this if loop, if condition, and this particular statement needs to be executed. So let us try by running. So the output is the number is divisible by 10. So if I give 100, so let us see the output. So still we are going to enter the loop. So now let me try giving 98. So let us see what happens. So there is no output printed because this 98 when divisible by 10, the remainder is 8. So that's why it is not going to enter into the loop. So this is an example of if block. Similarly, you have if and else statements. So now we have written the if part. Now we have to write else part. So for that, let me take the same code. So I have written this code. Let me write the else part. So else part I can write console.log. The number is not divisible by 10. So let us check the output here. So when I'm passing 98, it won't enter this if condition, it is going to enter the else condition, and this particular statement is going to print. So in this output we are seeing the number is not divisible by 10 here. So hope you have understood if and else. So now let us see what ternary operator is. So here the syntax is you're going to write condition, then question mark, then true block code and false block code. So now let me take this code. So here where number equals to 98, I'm going to write here. So the condition is number percentile 10 is double equal to 0. So I'm going to paste that condition, then write a question mark. So if it is true, we are going to have this console.log, that is the number is divisible by 10. So in the false block, you are going to write number is not divisible by 10. So let us see, let us execute this code. So we got the output as number is not divisible by 10 because I have taken 98. So let me take 980 and check. So now the number is divisible by 10. So this is another way to write conditional. So now let us see the other way, which is nested if and else. So for this, let us find the greatest number of three numbers. So to find the greatest number of three numbers, let us consider three numbers. That is, let number 1 equals to 10, number 2 equals to 15, and number 3 equals to 1. So how do we find the greatest number? So by saying, we can say that number 2 is the greatest number, but let us write a code and find. So now, if number 1 is greater than number 2 and number 1 is greater than number 3. So if number 1 is greater than number 2 and it is greater than number 3, then it means number 1 is greatest number. So we are going to print the greatest number of three numbers is plus number 1. So now, so this is one part. So if it is not greater than, so here what happens is 10 is greater than 2, it is not possible. So 10 is not greater than 15, so it is going to check this condition, 10 is greater than 1. So this is false and this is true. So false and true, the result is going to be false, because this is an and. So in and, both the conditions must be true, then only the result is going to be true. So here, as one is false, the result is false, so it is going to enter the else part. So in else part, you're going to write if condition again. So here you're going to check the number 2. Let me modify the code. So here you're going to check for number 2. If number 2 is greater than number 1 and number 2 is greater than number 3, then you're going to print this statement, and here you're going to change it as number 2. Else, so if this also fails, then the remaining number is number 3. You're going to print that number 3 is going to be the greatest number among all three numbers. So this is the condition. Let us comment out this code and try and execute. Let us see the output. So the greatest number of three numbers is 15 is the output. So this way we can find out the greatest number by using nested if and else loop. So you are writing if condition, and in else part you are writing if and else condition again. So this is nested if and else. This is the syntax of this switch case. So let us try to write a code and then try to understand how exactly switch works. So code to find out the day from a week. So let us take a variable. So weekday, let weekday equals to 6. So okay, sorry, let us take Sunday. So now Sunday, let us try to write day equals to Sunday. So now let us write a code to find out whether Sunday is weekend or not. So for that, I can write a switch case inputting this value. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now, so if case Sunday, then we are going to print it as weekend. And then you're going to write a break statement. Then for Monday, so Monday is going to be a weekday. So similarly, you're going to write for the other days of the week. So let me just copy paste all these statements. So here the day is going to be Tuesday. Here it is going to be Wednesday. and then this is Thursday, here it is Friday, and here we have Saturday. So as day is a string, we are going to write this way. So here we are passing Sunday in the switch case. So this day variable, whatever data it holds, it is going to check with this values. So now the Sunday matches with this Sunday. So when it matches, it is going to execute this code, and as we have written this break keyword here, it is going to break from this loop and come out of the loop. So let us try running this code and check. So we got the output as weekend. Okay, let me comment out this code. Okay, let us save this. So let me try giving Thursday as input. Yes. So here we got it as weekday. So this way we are going to work with conditions. Hope you have understood all these conditionals. So I am going to share the link of the GitHub in the description. So let us meet in the next video. Thanks for watching.